Hey everyone, we're going to be looking at some of the best posts from Ask Reddit, so grab your popcorn, get comfortable, and let's dive in. What company will go out of business in the next 10 years? Redbox, every time I check a kiosk, it's just full of a bunch of old movies. It seems the release to theaters, then streaming killed the need to rent DVDs. Funnily enough, at least here DVDs are a hot commodity at libraries. I looked out of curiosity, and just of the last Black Panther movie alone, my library had like over 200 copies and a long wait list for some time after release. Just checked and there's still around 80 copies checked out. Really surprised me. Rite Aid. They filed for bankruptcy last week. We'll try to use that to wipe out some debt. That won't be enough. They will get swooped up by Walgreens or CVS or go entirely out of business. If the GOT follows through with its new tax program, this next tax season, then TurboTax and all of those other scam websites, I'll tell you who will still be in business, that Persian rug store with the big going out of business sign in the window. It's a scam. What is something you think Gen Z is doing wrong? According to teachers and professors apparently speaking up. For example, a professor will be speaking too low, but no one will say anything the entire semester. So the professor doesn't find out until the course evaluations flame him or her for a problem they didn't even know about. The popular hairstyles of the guys is a little wrong. That broccoli head cut on all the boys is absolutely comical. So many kids have a 24/7 dirty Q-tip costume on. Why do they do it? They tend to have black and white beliefs and refuse to be around someone with different beliefs than them. They can't see the intricate nuances of an argument. Everything is us versus them. It's all extremely concerning. They don't know how to handle stress. Any slightly stressful situation is enough to make most of them break down. And the ones that don't have a meltdown are the ones who create unfunny, stressful situations for everyone. I understand 5-year-olds running around screaming in a store because they think it's funny, but why are 20-year-olds doing it? What are some of your favorite money-saving tips? In most cases, store brands are just as good as name brands. In most cases, they are even made by the same manufacturer. Costco's brand Kirkland is even better than the name brands. Think differently. It's not about saving, it's about not spending. Do you really need it? Do you have room for it? Ask questions before buying. Don't spend money because you feel like it. Turn the lights off when you're not in a room. Don't leave the water running when you're brushing your teeth or putting soap on in the shower. Walk instead of driving if time and distance allow it. It's healthier too. Never go shopping while hungry. You'll buy more because your stomach is controlling your brain? I guess the same can be said about shopping for jewelry or clothes after a breakup. Wait until you're not sad anymore. Then think about that chain. Buy in bulk. If you constantly use something, the biggest package is almost always the cheapest by weight. Walmart and Costco are your friends. What modern food trend can you not wait to go away? The last one will shock you. Food trucks that charge the same price as a premium restaurant, but serve half the size on a floppy plate that I have to stand up to eat. Complete waste of money. Back in the day, food trucks and carts were extremely cheap. Then people who owned restaurants started selling out of them and prices went up. Calling a slight alteration to a recipe a hack. Adding Parmesan cheese to your grilled cheese sandwich is not a hack. It's a minor recipe change. People who constantly talk about hacking things that have nothing to do with a computer are so goofy. If I'm on a website, I'm only there to look at your menu. I'm not interested in starting an order before I've looked at the menu. No. I don't want to give you my zip code. Just give me your menu and some food pictures. Also, if I need a separate app to order at your business, I'm just not going to be your customer. Americans of Reddit. What's something the rest of the world does that you find absurd? When you rent an apartment in Germany, in most cases, it doesn't come with light fixtures, kitchen cabinets, and counters, appliances, and so on. You either have to purchase and install these yourself or hope that the previous tenant is willing to sell theirs to you. In my last apartment search, there were even a few apartments where I would have had to supply and install my own flooring. It's insane. I wouldn't call this absurd, but when I lived in Norway, I found out nearly every store is closed all day on Sunday. It was crazy to me, but I kind of appreciate it now. Additionally, they put corn on pizza. Nasty? Who does that? Since this entire thread is all Americans talking about Europe, I think they'd share my confusion as a Canadian with the pay toilets in Europe. Here, any gas station has a washroom that you can use. In Europe, some of the gas stations are large enough to have a cafe, and yet they still demand payment for taking a leak. What's worse is the gas stations on the side of the highway cut down all the trees for like 800 feet, so you can't even go outside. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button for more amazing Reddit stories.